you ever had like really unfun relationships? Like not just for you, but for everybody
everyone?
around you.
For everybody around you.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Like-
we're approaching our time limit.
You
Give me an example.
hit that arrow. Like let's say you start dating somebody and your friends are telling you like, man, you've really changed.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think
I've had that either.
I've never changed either.
I don't
I've
think
never-
I changed.
I've never changed.
I know where you're going with this, man. I get it.
Well, where
I
are you
get where
going
he's
with this?
going with it.
Is he leading something?
He's bringing it up to my past relationship.
There's a huge like
How I
gunpowder
changed.
trail to Bo's head right here. And I'm lighting it right now.
And it's
you're
not that
starting
I
it.
changed.
So it's
I didn't even recognize Bo.
That's how you don't shit your pants, but you shit into your
Okay, that's fair.
Don't lie.
Yeah.
Wait a second, you're a bitch. Like, I'm like, oh, like, are you wet right now?
I didn't.
You know what Bo said? Here we go. Are you fully bricked up after kissing? No, you're not.
Can't read that. It says,
Don't say that. Don't say that.
oh no.
So we can talk about, I don't even know how to really tie this in. She is kind of similar to like Mel Gibson if you think about it. I guess we could kind of go that route.
You're going to have to bring up the topics here, man, because I'm not going to do it. Yeah.
Hey, what does that mean? I can't read that.
I can't read
Have
it
you
either.
guys ever like gotten in a fight for a girl or almost? Maybe she's doing, and it's like, and I'm talking a fight that you necessarily think that you shouldn't get into.
Like
The
with the
only
dude?
reason you have to step in, is because it's your girl.
No.
There was one time I was driving on the road. This was like years and years ago. One of the girls I was talking to,
Mm-hmm.
she was driving like an asshole.
Okay.
And she like cut this dude off. I don't know. I don't remember what happened. And then she like flips him off. So he pulls up to the side, like driving along. He's like, pull the fuck over. And I'm like, I'm really going to have to fucking fight this dude.
Because she's
you're
a
being
dumbass.
a bitch.
Yeah.
Like, I'm really going to have to fight this guy. So I'm just looking at this guy like, all right, dude, like I'm just like, pull over. Fuck it. We're going to do this. His wife's in the passenger seat, like egging him on.
Yeah.
Like she was mad too. So she probably would have fought the girl I was with. Then I had to fight.
Was she?
But I don't like it. She wasn't, surprisingly.
Okay.
But I don't like the idea of fighting a random guy in the car. Like, obviously, his life's not going too well. Didn't drive a nice car.
He might
And
have
he
a gun.
really wants to fight. And I don't know what he has in there.
Yeah.
I love those situations. The husband-wife
And I was
combo.
just I was so mad. I'm like, fuck. Like, all right. And he's like following us. I'm like, you realize, like, I'm going to fight this guy because of your actions right now.
You're responsible for what's been
You're
happening.
responsible for
And you
this.
have to do it.
He stopped following us. I'm like, okay, all right.
We've had a situation like that.
Talking about the Confederate flag one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were coming back from
Eagle.
I don't remember what the camping trip was for.
Just one of them.
Somebody's birthday maybe. We're coming back. We're on the 215. And there's this dude flying a Confederate flag out of his hillbilly ass truck. And Logan's like, dude, why don't you like show this guy your ass? So Logan, gets on the left side of him, and I open my butthole to this dude while we're driving, flipping him off, whatever. And
Sucking dick at him.
yeah, whatever we could to piss this dude off. And him and his white trash girl, end up following us. And they live like by Betsy Roads, so it's like kind of on the way to Logan's house. And we get stopped at a red light or two, and Logan and him are exchanging words, whatever. And the girl's just like, yeah, motherfucker.
I hate that so much.
And Logan's just like, what did you say? He's
You
like,
probably can't repeat what he said on the
he's
podcast.
like, I'll fuck you too. Or I'll fuck you up too, bitch, or something.
I said something like, I'll beat the fuck out of you too, bitch. Like, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of your boyfriend, then I'm gonna kick you, like knock your fucking teeth in, or something like that. And they just both sat there and just like,
I love that.
like, what am I? Just they both just sat at the light, like, like, there's no words after that. Oh, it was so fun, dude. We were the antagonists of that too. For sure.
We started it for no reason other than he just had a piece of shit flag coming out the back of the truck.
We started it, and then we just kept pushing it. Like, pull over. I dare you. I dare you to pull over.
I love it.
Oh, it was so good. That was so
I
fun.
love it. Have you ever had like really unfun relationships? Like not just for you, but for everybody
everyone?
around you.
For everybody around you.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Like-
we're approaching our time limit.
You
Give me an example.
hit that arrow. Like let's say you start dating somebody and your friends are telling you like, man, you've really changed.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever.
I don't think I've had that either.
I've never changed either.
I don't
I've
think
never-
I changed.
I've never changed.
I know where you're going with this, man. I get it.
Well, where
I
are you
get where
going
he's
with this?
going with it.
Is he leading something?
He's bringing it up to my past relationship. and
There's a huge like
How I
gunpowder
changed.
trail to Bo's head right here, and I'm lighting it right now.
It is
you're
not that I
starting it.
changed.
So it's like-
Yeah, I didn't even recognize Bo.
So tell me, what did
That
you
is
see?
true. That is true.
Just things I never thought Bo would ever do.
It's not true,
just
man.
doing them
Like what?
left and right.
I just wasn't there all the time like I was.
Never actually.
That's not true, dude.
Bo was never there.
That is not true whatsoever. I still came on the podcast more than Carter does. Okay?
Not back then. Now, for
No, I would
sure.
still do it. I would just sometimes I'd miss a week.
When-
'cause
It would be. You would only miss a week at a time. It wasn't like
yeah, I'd
blocks.
miss one week.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd miss a
You
week.
you at your worst is definitely better than Carter right now. That's for sure.
It's my first relationship, dude.
I don't want to hear it, man. I told
What did you learn from that relationship?
that we were right.
Not even just that, but like, what did you learn on your own? Like, what did you get out of
This is
that?
good. Yeah. What did you learn?
Obviously, jumping into something too fast, I got to take a step back, give more time for certain things.
Was she fresh out of something or no?
It was like,
The way it sounds, it's like that's how it's gone with like me like dating girls who either I was out of a relationship or they were like fresh. Like you just need something then.
And it's like,
It was-
I don't know what you were doing, but
Mhm.
to elaborate on that, I could see that too, where it's like people get out of a relationship, myself or them, like back in the day,
Mm-hmm.
where then you'd be like, this has to work to make like my life make sense right
Yeah.
now.
For the
Like,
last
oh,
one ending, this has to be better.
This
like
has
now.
to make sense. Like this
Mhm.
is why that ended, kind of thing. Like we need to make this work, kind of deal.
yeah, I know what you mean.
Have you ever felt that?
Oh, for sure. Blue haired girl.
Yeah.
For no reason.
Yeah.
Probably one that fucked me up the most, to be honest.
For no reason.
Yeah. Other than it was right after my longest relationship at the time. I'm granted I was like fucking 18, 19.
I feel that though.
But I want to be a dad.
But
Yeah.
I think like you got to that's like one thing, being cautious about who you're dating is like, where are they at right now?
Not dating, but like choose whatever you want to call higher than, like going on dates. Like I feel like dating is so misconstrued now. Like going on dates is literally just dating, going out once in a while.
Yeah.
People see dating as like a full committed relationship.
see it. That's
how
I always see dating.
Yeah. It's totally different.
But I would never date multiple people. Like I wouldn't go on dates with multiple women. That's not how I do it.
Well, it's not like you find one that you like
'Cause
going
I
out with
wouldn't-
and then you find another one.
If I was going on a date with
That's true.
a girl who was also going on a date with other men, I would immediately break that off.
Right.
I
but
would not.
I'd hate
I
to
would
break
not
it
be
to you, Bo, but that's how it goes, man.
Well, if I knew about it, I'd break it off.
The understanding mutually is you like hanging out with her, she likes hanging out with you, so you stop dating other people. Now you're just dating
That's
that
how it's
one.
supposed to go.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Otherwise, you date this girl, oh, she fucking sucks. She's going to still talk to me because she probably loved it, but I hated it. But I'm dating other people now, and you got to slowly get boring and boring.
Well, I've just never done that. Maybe I should. I probably should.
You should go on way more dates than
You
you
should be
do.
going on dates.
Yeah, I should be.
Every
should-
week.
You
You
should try to
should
go on one date a week. Like that's
I don't
a very,
know where to do that at.
do you
literally
mean?
anywhere, dude. Anywhere.
Just go out
I
to
don't
eat.
find very many women that I'm like, I want to take her on a date.
But you don't know that.
You got to look for him.
Yeah.
Where?
Hinge.
No, you got to.
I would approach him in real life if like you were gonna do it. Like if you see a girl that
I'm also just at a point. Okay, so before I started dating with my ex, I was at a point where I'm like, I feel like I needed something else in my life, and I thought it was a woman because I never had that.
yeah.
I was just feeling like, man, I don't know what's going on. Like I have a lot going for me. I'm just not at a point. And I thought it was a woman that I needed to like get to that next level. And then I realized like it wasn't the woman. I think I just wasn't doing enough with myself.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just need to do more because I'm not happy with where I'm at in life. And I realize that now that's where I was at.
It wasn't a,
It wasn't me
Yeah.
needing a partner, although it's nice to have somebody. It's great. It was
Yeah.
so nice to have
Yeah.
somebody. but it's not what I needed like to feel good about myself for like my own sake.
I don't think you ever need it, but it's like when it's right, it's just like an additive.
I think that's what it was, and it was like I wanted it to be right so bad, but it just wasn't. I just like knew it, like I knew it in my body, and that's where it got to the end where I was like, I know this isn't right, but I don't want to let it go.
Prove us.
But you wish it.
I wanted it to be.
You wish
I wanted it to be.
Yeah.
But
I feel that.
I just knew it
I've
wasn't.
been there before.
Which that sucked.
It's not a good feeling.
That's not a good feeling.
How soon in did you realize that it wasn't? Like what?
I feel like I had that like inkling in me
after those first 2 months.
after like
first
midway through
2 months. Always
first 2 months was
best.
amazing.
Always.
We had our fights, but I wanted to make it work.
Mm-hmm.
And then kind of like towards the middle, I was like, this is just not worth it. Like fuck this.
Mm-hmm.
But then like I always thought she was an amazing girl. So I'm like, I want to
wish
make this work
This works
because she's amazing.
Yeah.
Like this girl's cool. Like she has everything that
if I could marry someone. Right
yeah. Like
now,
why would I not want to be with
I
this
would
woman?
hope it's.
So I feel like I always had that feeling.
You're
where,
in
like,
two different boats, but understand.
I wanted
It's
to
the same
make
mindset,
it.
though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I wanted to make it work because I knew she was great.
Yeah.
But like that feeling just wasn't there. So I'm like trying to make it work. And then I ended up like splitting things off. And then we ended up getting back together because like I had forgotten why I did it in the first place.
Well, that's another thing is when you.
It's like, fuck.
when you hide it from your friends.
Not even that. When you, because that's the thing is like, I don't believe in like telling your friends
Yeah.
everything
Yeah.
about your relationship.
Yeah.
Right. He fucked up with, like, you can't tell the really good things or the really bad things.
Yeah.
Bad things, we're gonna hate her.
Right.
Because all we
Yeah.
hear is bad shit.
Right.
Really good things, as soon as those stop coming, we know you guys are fighting.
Yeah.
So you literally have to just,
Keep it to yourself.
yeah. Like,
And
oh,
that's
dude,
what I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that's where I came to the conclusion, hey, this isn't
Mhm.
right for me.
And that's a good thing that you
As
did it, not
shitty
like it
as-
was outer like, oh,
Yeah.
you should
It
do
wasn't any outsiders.
Mhm.
Like I knew, hey, this
Yeah.
isn't right. I
'Cause
wish
that's-
it could be, but it's not.
When you are telling people your business that like you were having with someone else, they're not going to understand
Yeah,
any
they're
of it.
not.
yeah. 'Cause
I
you're
didn't
not-
get
you're
that.
not in it.
Yeah.
And I was going through it for the first time, so I just wanted to talk about it because
Yeah.
I had never gotten to talk about any of these things. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I need to talk about this.
And you can't even do it with your parents because it's,
Oh, I
they
never-
always say all the
I-
time,
yeah.
you'll forgive your partner, but your
Parents
family
won't.
never will. And that's just because your family's not fucking them, you
My
know.
sister learned that.
Your sister learned that?
Mhm.
Yeah. Can't believe I've never run into him. Actually, does he still live up here or no?
Oh no, not with that one. With her, with her
Oh,
current
the
dating life.
recent one? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Just keep anything that you got going on.
How
to
old is
yourself.
she?
I don't know.
Around 30?
30, 31.
You want a brother named Bo?
I
He's a little older than
I
her,
100%
but
realize that for myself need to get to a certain point in my life before I like genuinely settle down.
Actually, you know what? That'd be good for him.
at
'Cause
least
then
you know he's not going to, like, destroy her or
he'd have
do
two.
anything crazy.
You could adopt my niece and nephew too,
Yeah, Rogan and
Roland.
Roland and...
I'm not opposed to doing that, like to coming in with somebody that already has a kid. I'm not opposed to that.
I don't like the idea of
I
it.
also just we talked about this. I'm very selfish right now. I want to satisfy my own needs. I want to be able to do whatever the fuck I want to do when I want to do it.
Right.
And I haven't matured enough yet to get to a point where I'm willing to compromise that. Because a relationship is a lot of compromise to where it's like I need to be okay with giving
That's
up.
what a relationship is.
I want to get my own. I want to sleep all that I want. I want to work out when I want. I want to I'm busy.
I want to hang out
work
with
a
my
lot.
friends when I want.
So I want to do when I have my own free time. I don't want that to be constricted to pleasing somebody else or doing what somebody else wants.
Yeah.
I'm not mature enough in that aspect yet.
I don't know if it's a maturity thing or if it's like
or maybe I just haven't.
picking the wrong thing.
Maybe it just wasn't the right person.
Yeah.
That I wasn't willing to give that up. I
Right.
thought I was, and then I would just get to a point where I'm like,
Well, and I don't even think you necessarily need to give that up. The only problem is like it's a mindset that if you feel like you're sacrificing something, then it's different than you choosing it yourself
Yeah.
over.
true.
It.
Yeah.
Like
that's
if she's
true.
like, "Oh my god, like you're hanging out with them again?"
And it was never like that.
Right. Well, because you never chose us.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all. But
I did. But you get in a relationship and you have to.
I
You don't
get
have to.
it.
You don't have to, but for the most part, that person is the priority, and that person
Nope.
should be the priority.
Right, because she was there way before us.
So that like you said, like you just said it though, like that person is
That's
the
how it
priority.
is.
It's that person is not the priority. That person's just another person in your life.
Yeah.
Right.
Obviously, and I explained this to you guys. If you guys
Would
ever
you ask her to kill you?
really needed me,
You
if
wouldn't
you
ask
guys
her to
ever
kill you.
really needed me, I'd be there.
Would you ask her to kill you, or would you come to us?
I'd come to you guys.
Okay, then. So she's not a priority.
You know what's really funny though? I've always heard like in a lot of my relationships where it's like, oh, well, I'll never be as important as your friends. I'm like, well,
Write it down.
yeah.
Write it down.
There's different aspects because there's a thing that like there's things that women can do that your friends cannot do for you.
Well, it's just like this. The other thing too is like, no matter who I am, what I'm doing, anything, I could be in anywhere in life. I still have my friends.
Mm-hmm.
It does not matter. I'm conditional to you. My friends have liked me when I was doing this or that or this or that.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have liked me during those times.
Yeah.
You like me right now. And I get it. I like you right now. But they like me all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
And this is specific to like your closest friends.
Yeah.
It's not like
but dude, no one, not no one. I think a lot of guys have like really good boys.
I don't
and
think
they're
so.
cool. Not a lot of guys, but like I was out last night. I saw this guy just like sitting on a stool, like fit dude, looked like kind of like Bo. Just like
ugly.
just like vibing alone, just like trying to make like the most out of like it was an empty bar.
Yeah.
It was an empty bar. He's sitting on a stool and like we're like 6 deep, like just kind of like having a little bit of fun, whatever. But he's just like trying to make the most out of being by himself. And I was like, oh
Fuck,
man,
that kind
like,
of sucks.
I feel fucking bad for this guy. And like, not that he needs me to feel bad for him. I'm just like, I just hope this never happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, I hope we can always like. I'm thankful
Yeah.
that we always have someone to hang out with,
Mm-hmm.
even if we're doing nothing.
Yeah. I think it's important to keep that going as we get older.
Oh yeah,
Like there's like my dad I remember growing up, like maybe even 15, 16, like my dad's friends would like come to like birthdays and stuff, and now they don't. And it's like, why?
yeah.
It's like the time you guys probably relate the most.
The most.
Yeah.
This is
I don't know if it's the right thing, but that is like a normal progression of life where, okay, you have your boys, then you meet somebody, and then they're become like the
there's-
priority in your life, and then your boys are still there, but they're like
There's different types of boys. Like your friends that you have fun blacked out with are probably
Okay,
not the ones
different.
that you keep around.
Different.
yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like Carter's dad. He's got friends that he sees regularly.
yeah.
And that's how I think it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Like your boys are supposed to come visit you in the hospital like when you're 80
Yeah.
type thing.
Yeah.
Not like, oh, I got married, I got kids, all my friends go away because my wife is
It's
all I
not
got.
that your friends go away. It's just, hey, I'm going to spend the most of my time with this woman because
Right.
she's my partner for life.
Because she has sex with me.
That's what.
And that's
true.
when you need to start fucking your friends.
Mm-hmm.
There's just an emotional connection that you're going to have with a woman that you can't have with your boys.
Right.
That's true.
I can't come home after a long day and see
Well, you
and be
could.
like, fuck, now I
You
got
could. We've had this conversation. We couldn't, but you could. When you want to open up a little bit too much.
Yeah,
Yeah, you could do that with your friends, I think.
maybe.
Not with us, because we're going to shit on you for it. At least I will. Logan will be nice to you, I think.
But that's also a good thing. Like, you got to keep me honest. It's like, dude, you're
Yeah.
being too emotional. Like,
If you,
Grow the fuck
You
up.
gotta keep me honest.
deal with it.
the way I see
Deal
it,
with
if
it.
you can't tell me about it, you're being a bitch. Like,
Yeah,
if you're
that's
afraid
fair.
what I'm going to say,
That's
you
fair.
probably should handle it
That's
yourself.
fair. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
I think I'm a good building stone.
A good.
A little threshold.
And it's not even about, hey, I want to come home and talk about my day. I don't. I just want to come home to like a woman and
Mhm.
just like have that connection and just have somebody.
Just a different input.
No, I don't even want. It's not even that having to talk.
I don't want that.
No,
I don't want to come home to anyone.
it's like
I
it's
want to
like
come home.
you want it when you want it.
and when I want it.
That's
yes.
the thing. And that's what I.
Yes.
I want to be able to do that when I want
when
it.
I want it.
You know,
Yes.
I want to have
Yes.
somebody to sleep with me tonight. I don't even want to have sex.
Just
I just
tonight.
want somebody in the bed. I just want some.
But tomorrow night,
But tomorrow night, I probably
I've
want to
had
sleep
enough.
alone
I don't
because I
want-
only because I didn't sleep very well with you next to me.
yes.
So
Right.
now I want to sleep by myself.
Right.
Yes.
That's where I'm
Yes.
coming from. I want a reminder. Oh, this is not as fun as I thought it was going to be. It wasn't as nice having somebody in my bed. I like sleeping alone
Mm.
If I,
because I do like sleeping alone.
I like sleeping alone too.
I like sleeping.
Drake
alone.
hates it.
That's what I'm saying. Drake said he hates sleeping alone. I love it.
Yeah.
I want to be able. If I need to fart, I just want to fart. Dude.
Don't. Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
I don't want to hold that shit in.
There's also things though, because I'm agreeing with everything you're saying right
I don't
now.
like being hot.
Yeah.
That's my
hate being
biggest
hot.
thing,
Dude, that's
dude.
what so like when like I have sleepovers occasionally, like with just whoever, you know,
Mm-hmm.
whenever. I always sleep on the top of the covers.
Yeah, yeah,
I never like
Really?
they sleep underneath.
yeah.
I sleep on top.
Dude, I get mad. I
I
get
used
frustrated.
to do that.
I sleep on top of the covers because I'm just so hot. So like I have to sleep on top because if there's like more, I have like a very thin blanket that they have that whoever has that I'll use.
Mm-hmm.
But and like, do you always do that? I'm like, nah, just here.
I get frustrated, dude. I'll be
Just
sitting
when
there
you're
for like
putting off 105 degrees,
Yeah.
that fucking attaches to me.
Don't touch me.
Mm-hmm.
don't touch me.
Yeah, I hate that.
You're just laying there for an hour and you're just like, fuck.
And they're cold the whole time. I don't get it. I don't understand it. They're cooking,
Yeah.
and I'm also cooking. But
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that we cut it off right there. I think that was good.
I think it's been good.
Yeah.
Anything
Honestly,
A good mix of.
honestly, would if
No.
you guys got one more thing, I'd like to do one more. Maybe cut it in half, make 2.
We could
Okay.
do that.
That'd be nice because I
I
know
don't know if I have
Carter-
one more thing. I think we had a very nice balance of like
Real.
real and then
Fun.
and just
Fantasy.
fantasy.
Yeah.
That's
or
good.
the church fantasy.
Good.
Yeah.
I mean, do you want to talk about that last one's kind of real? We can have like a real episode.
We
Life
can.
is
You guys
life.
made me feel really bad about it.
Life isn't
Let's talk
tiring,
about it,
but
man.
Not having confidence.
Andrew
to make
wrote
it
this on a whiteboard.
the way you
It
want.
says
it is.
word for word.
Well, if we're gonna read the whiteboard, let's read the whole thing.
Let's not do that.
Go ahead. Life isn't tiring, but
Mhm.
not having confidence to make it the way you want it is.
Where'd that come
Right.
from?
Yeah. So elaborate on that.
It was a thought I saw online. It was a TikTok,
Okay.
little,
I get that.
little slide thing, and then it was like, motivational, whatever. It didn't really like hit me like some of the other ones do.
I've been dabbling in TikTok lately.
But I thought my For You page has changed so much in like 3 months. It's so much like different than what it used to be.
What is it?
Now it's like every other scroll is like a live stream of Clash Royale, and then other ones are like poems or like nature vacation spots or like shit like this.
Okay.
And some of them are like, I want to know what so and so thinks about this, aka you two idiots.
Okay.
And it's pretty much like I'm always tired, literally all the time.
Mhm.
Like I never,
Feel rested.
yeah. Everything I do, I feel like I have to do it,
Right.
and I think that's just my brain because I
I think
hate
you
doing
wired
shit.
yourself that way. Yeah,
Right. Right. I think it's school's fault, to be honest with you.
probably.
I fucking hated homework growing up my entire life. I never understood if I can do well on the test, why is homework going to make me like fail the fucking
I
class?
also think that is a sign that you're putting your energy into something that you don't want to do. I think there are things you could go hop on that computer and play
Well, right.
video games all night,
100%.
not
Yeah.
want to go to bed.
Well, it's a delay of like reality. Like that's why I stay up late and I do a bunch of shit late because it's prolonging the next day that I have to do
I went
my
through a phase like
responsible
that
shit.
for sure.
I've been this
I
way my
feel
whole
that.
life.
Yeah, I went through a huge phase of
watch
playing
movies.
League all night.
And it's like, oh, tomorrow.
There's
I
something
have
about
tomorrow.
nighttime
If I just stayed
where
up
it,
long
yeah,
enough.
there's something about being awake, like staying up late. Is there's no hey, I can't be doing anything productive right
It's
now.
not productive
anyways.
hours. It's
Yeah.
too late.
It's not productive hours.
Yeah.
So I'm staying up till 4 or 5 because I can do whatever I want and not feel bad about
It's
it.
almost like you're trying to fill up
Yeah.
your tank of like.
That's a real thing.
I'm trying to fill up my like.
Yeah, it's totally.
I'm getting me like the things I want to do, I guess, done. Even though it's gonna hurt me tomorrow
yeah.
too.
Yeah.
That's like what I do.
Yeah, 100%. I try to dodge tomorrow and responsibilities by doing this shit all the time.
Yeah.
Which I think there's a healthy balance to it. Like there's definitely days where like on my day off I'll do like nothing but like work. And I hate it.
Yeah.
I feel good like right after I do it, but then like when I go to bed I'm like, "Damn,
I just worked all day.
I blew my fucking weekend
Yeah.
and this shit sucks."
I blew my weekend just continuing to work,
Literally.
doing shit I didn't want to do.
When is me time?
Yeah.
It's a balance because finding that me time is very important.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like having the me time when you've been very productive for the week. Like you've done a lot, you've put a lot of work in, and then getting that day or two where you're like, okay, I don't feel like shit for not doing anything.
It's
Right.
important.
That's very important.
It's important to prioritize like a block of like
Yeah.
fun.
But you also need to make sure that you're being productive on those other days and put an effort into something that you care
Yeah.
about. And I feel
Yeah.
like that's where I'm missing in life is like finding the passion or like something that you really care about doing and putting your time in that actually is worthwhile. I feel like that's probably what you're missing too, where you feel like obviously your job
Yeah.
it's okay, but you don't enjoy doing it.
No, of course
You know,
not.
so it's like you need to find something, and I don't know if that fucking exists.
I was telling
I don't know if
Bonek,
that
I want to
exists.
eventually do something that I'm passionate about.
That's the goal
And
for
all I
everybody.
can think about
I don't know if that's real though.
Is pizza.
He was talking about.
You wanna
I
open a
really,
pizza shop,
I really love pizza. That's
I love
what he was
pizza.
saying.
but you don't want to make it.
I don't know.
You don't.
I love it though.
You don't want it.
I love
You want to be like David Dobrik.
pizza. Yes.
You want to open a pizza shop because you already have millions of dollars.
Did
and that's
wait,
it.
did David Dobrik over? Oh, I'm thinking about
Yeah.
David Portnoy.
No. That guy's
He loves
he
pizza.
just lucked
But
out.
he loves pizza.
Yeah.
He goes and takes a bite of pizza and says,
Mhm.
"Man, that pizza was fucking all
Shit.
right."
5 out of 8.
Yeah.
10.
And it's funny. It's good.
Yeah.
See, but like he's doing what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's
That
like,
shit is hard though.
but it's real.
You have to
There's-
sell out.
It's got to be out there.
You have to sell out at least a little bit.
He doesn't sell out. I feel like he didn't sell out at all.
I think he had to at the start, a little bit.
Uh,
He had to do some dumb shit to
We
get
could
there.
also become watch dealers, like I've been saying.
Yeah.
Talking
Yes.
a lot about that.
You want to do
We-
that?
We watched some videos today. It looks fun. Tell me it doesn't look fun.
Doesn't look fun, but it might work.
I think it's more so fun for you because you love the sales thing. I don't think
love
I'm not
haggling.
I'm not a
like
salesman at
convincing
heart.
people.
Yeah,
I love.
you like that. That's
I-
great for you.
I don't like
Yeah.
convincing people.
Yes, you do. No, you don't. You don't love me. You're crazy. You stupid.
Cut that out, Carter.
Cut it.
Cut that out.
You
But yeah, you do love talking to people and
convincing.
like doing that.
I love dealing with people. I
you love the
cutting
feeling
deals.
of, hey, this person didn't want this, but after talking to me, they want it.
You're
and
a snake.
They
Does
bought
it-
it.
You're telling me that's not fun.
For
You're
you, it's
telling me
fun.
that's
it is
not
fun.
fun.
No, I know what it is.
I've done it
fun.
before.
I do it with ideas. I don't sell people shit.
You sell ideas though.
Right?
Well, then you sell an idea.
We're
of-
salesmen. Men are salesmen.
you sell the idea of like,
Talked about
hey,
this last time.
Mhm.
listen, you could take this watch, and you're gonna go sell it for more.
Mhm.
And they're like, okay,
We're winning here. Double win.
I'll give you a good deal.
Mm-hmm.
And then they say yes, and you make some money, and they're like, they have the dream of they're gonna go make money. Does
Right.
that not sound fun?
It does.
That's what I'm saying.
Does sound fun.
Or we could sell pizzas. Hey, you eat this,
Door to door.
it's gonna be a good bite.
We'll do slice trials,
Mm-hmm.
and if they love it, we'll do a monthly service.
This is a good idea.
We'll send you the raw pizza. You bake it yourself, so you can tell everybody, oh no, I made this.
Mm-hmm.
Really,
Like
it's
Papa Murphy's, but door to door.
I've never had that.
And me either.
I hear bad reviews.
Bad things about it. Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Old people like it though. I think people our age are like, dude, this shit sucks. And then people like, my parents' age are like, yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
But
I think
what was this again? What were
it's
you?
just
What did
we're
you?
talking about life, and I think for men, you just need a purpose. Like you need something that's like actually purposeful for you, and like you wake up and you have a reason to get up and do shit every day.
mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's just what's lacking in everyday life because we're taught to fucking just get up and go to work, go do your 9 to 5, and
right.
so we're just taught
That is
not
your
to really
purpose.
find like a real passion in life.
Mm-hmm.
Because you could literally, like, dude, when I was playing League, when like
That
I
was your
had a
purpose.
reason, that was my purpose. When
Yeah.
and I would be there, I would do it all.
You wouldn't miss
fucking
it.
day.
You wouldn't miss a game. You're
I
there
would
on
wake
time.
up, I'd get a game in,
Mm-hmm.
breakfast, get food because working out also purpose.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, I gotta get the nutrients in.
Mm-hmm.
3 more games. When COVID was a thing,
Yeah.
wake up, play a game of League, eat breakfast, 3 more games of League, work out for 2 hours, 8 games of League until I go to bed.
Yeah.
And I fucking loved every second of it
Right.
because I needed to get to the rank I wanted to get to.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I needed it, and then once I got to the rank I wanted, then it's like, fuck.
Now what?
Now what?
Yeah. For me,
But that's literally what it is. Like you
Yeah.
need. There's like a quote where it's like, give a man a purpose and he'll like crawl through fucking, or like he'll do whatever it takes to get there.
drag his balls through nails.
Literally,
I
you'll.
think is
There's no
quote.
amount of pain that you could like be willing to
Glass.
not go through
yeah.
if you have a purpose in life.
Yeah.
And that's literally what it is. I feel like that's what I'm lacking,
And our purpose
and
is,
that's why we feel tired all the time. We're just like,
is becoming watch dealers and pizzeria
Maybe.
owners.
because when you
Well-
have something that you genuinely care about, you will have so much more energy and like shit
Yeah.
that you want to do. You can go to the gym and feel like, regardless, oh, I don't really want to do it, but you go, you'll feel better going.
Yeah. Well, and it's like a double-edged sword too, because if you even like on your rest days, right, where it's like, okay, I've been productive during the week, now my rest day, but if you're thinking like on your rest day that you haven't been productive,
Yeah.
you're not like actually resting,
Yeah.
and that's like another thing I think that fucks with me all the time. Like there's always something that has to be done, and then
That's just being a man, dude.
yeah, well
That's
not
how
only
it
that,
is.
like the fucking house thing is like it's real when old people say there's always something. Always something you gotta fucking yeah, literally, it's true. I had to pull fucking weeds today, man.
That shit sucks.
Just
I pay for that shit, man.
yeah. I didn't even realize it was that bad. All this fucking rain we
Yeah.
got though is just ruining me.
Well, especially when you have a 9 to 5,
Yeah.
and then you come home and like, fuck.
And you
Okay.
get to do more work.
Not only that, I gotta hit the gym first, and then by that time it's like 6 or 7.
So then you're okay. Now I need my wind down time. Then the weekend comes. Like, okay, now I got to do all the things that I put off.
Now I got to
Right.
go do groceries. I got to
Yeah.
go do
literally.
all the other things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pushing that off as far as I can.
It is like fulfilling though.
Oh no, it is.
Mm-hmm.
When you're taking care of yourself and like handling shit, it is
Yeah.
fulfilling
Yeah.
for sure.
Because that's what we want to do. We want to do shit.
Mm-hmm.
We can't sit around all day and be happy. There's no way.
I could.
I might get in a loading phase. I just want to keep in a loading phase until I'm just like
If I could
Yeah.
wake up,
Mario jump.
just like fucking hang out, maybe sit on the computer for a little bit, and then at night go gamble like 4 or 5 times a week.
You get tired of it, man.
I don't think
I
so.
don't
You
think
would
so
get
either.
tired of it.
I could say
Dana White doesn't get tired of it.
I could say
Dana
Bink-
White is the owner of UFC. He's the owner of like multiple things.
He's
He
only
has
the
a purpose.
president
He has
of
shit that he
No, he
needs to
doesn't.
do.
He pays people to have a purpose. He
But
doesn't do shit.
he's still the owner of it, so he still feels like, hey, this is mine.
See, we should do that, but with watches.
Which watches?
I
and
wanna do
pizza.
that.
Yes.
I want to own something and feel like, hey, I am doing something that's making a
Same.
difference.
Same.
I'm contributing, but most of the responsibility falls on the people below me because I'm paying them to deal with it.
Mhm.
Yep.
I'm paying somebody to deal with all the problems that come with this, but I show up to make sure everything's going okay.
Right.
That's what I want.
Mhm.
I don't want to deal with most of the issues that come up with it. I'll deal with some of them. But for the most part, I want to pay my way through all that.
You should really start selling yourself out for some fitness shit.
I should, yeah.
We
had
talked
that
about it
conversation
today. You need to. You
Yeah.
keep talking about it. You've been talking about it for like a year and a half.
Talked
You
about
just-
that today.
You have to do it. Claim natural. That's fine. Whatever you need to do,
Mhm.
and just
Dude,
say,
I'm natural.
You are natural.
"Hey,
I am.
this is my 6-month transformation." And if you want,
I think the 10-year transformation speaks more volumes. Like, hey, this guy's been putting in fucking work.
I'll have Zach do a really good Photoshop of like your face on my body like 5
Okay,
years ago,
okay.
and then we'll just say,
I do realize that I am in like better shape than most people.
You're
well,
in like
anybody who goes to
0.1%
the
of
gym
world.
is in better shape than most people.
But like him
But, like, yeah,
specifically,
even in the
is
gym
like
where I'm like, oh,
0.1% of like the population.
Yeah. Because you get so like wrapped up in your own self that you don't realize like, hey, damn, I am.
you
really-
see the same shit every day.
Yeah. So I'm just used to it. So I see me, I'm like, oh, this is normal. And I'm like, wait, this isn't
Mm-hmm.
normal at all.
This is not normal.
Yeah.
Right.
I need to do it. I need to stop talking about
Same
it
with
for
me.
sure.
I'm not. I'm not built like everyone
Yeah.
else. I'm built just like Bo.
Just like
Just like Bo.
just like Bo, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. That sucks.
I need to hire somebody to like do my marketing. I just
You
send them the
don't.
pictures.
You don't.
I hate it. I don't want to post and write something motivational.
So don't write anything motivational.
Chat GPT.
Literally that, or
Yeah.
like you could take the fucking Trend Twins route where they don't give a fuck and they just say dumbass shit all the time and people eat it up.
And then that would blow this up. It's 2 streams of
Yeah.
income.
Because any 16-year-old loves a dude who says fucking shit every other word.
Yeah,
Because that's funny.
And then home improvement, get referrals from that.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, I think I saw your show on Google.
Can you do an AC for me?
Mm-hmm.
I'll figure it out.
I know a guy.
yeah.
Maybe I should, man. Just sell out. And
Talk
just
about how
start
great
posting
you
shirtless
are
pictures.
body-wise. Use it.
Yeah.
Start an
I
OnlyFans.
mean, that is like we talked about today. That's the one thing in life where I'm like actually passionate about.
Yeah.
Going to the gym, health, diet, like that is one thing I'm passionate
Mhm.
about. But I don't know if I'm passionate about making that for other people or just for myself.
Doesn't have to be for
Well,
anybody
just
else.
tell about yourself.
Yeah.
Like, hey, if you want to do what I do, this is what I do.
Here's how.
But I also love talking about it to people.
Yeah.
Like when they ask me about shit, I love
Like
love
talking about yourself.
I love talking about how to improve, like shit like that. I do
Yeah.
like, I don't know.
So there you go.
See, so if you want to look like me, here's what you do.
We'll do the watch thing.
Yeah. We'll do the watching pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Watching pizza.
We could do that. The pizzas are $30,000, but they come with a watch.
Mm-hmm.
See?
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's a really good idea.
We'll get Uzi in there.
I truly think that like charging way more for something just creates value.
It does.
Like, hey, I'm going to charge you $80,000 for this watch. It might not be the best made watch, but it's $80,000. So like
It's gotta be
only
good.
rich people can buy it.
Mm-hmm.
Look
So
at
if you
any
wear it,
high-end
it
clothing.
means
Clothing brands
people
do that.
know, hey, you have money.
Literally, they do
There's
that.
value in that.
Look at the quality of like Supreme. That shit is so fucking terrible.
Yeah. It's like Obey.
And people buy
It's
it.
so
It's
bad.
like Obey with a different sticker.
Literally.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Should be us.
I do think watches are pretty cool. Like a man, like, you know, it's like
What it
somebody
is.
fucking made it.
It's like the way they
The
look.
gears and shit.
Little
That
art,
is pretty
art
cool.
piece of art.
Mm-hmm.
$80,000 cool. There's one you're like $600,000.
Yeah,
Kind of crazy.
A little dumb. If I could, I'd get one though.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
If I could, I would get
If I had
one.
the money, I would too.
And if I could sell it, I would. If you gave me it to sell to
You
somebody,
flip it.
I would sell it for $1 million
Right.
because it's worth it.
Mm-hmm.
You're a salesman, man.
I'm not, dude.
You like it and you enjoy it.
Not just a
No.
salesman. He's like a timeshare salesman.
No, I'm not, dude.
Personality-wise.
No, I'm not.
That's okay to like it. Salesmen, they do very well in life.
I like talking to people.
You like talking to people. So there's your start.
I'm good at people.
Yes, you're good with
Yeah.
people.
I'm really good.
You are good at people.
I'm good at people.
You're good.
Mm-hmm.
That's the
I
one thing.
see it all the time.
It's unbelievable.
I see it. No way we get this deal right now. And then you're just connecting with this person. How the fuck is he connecting with this guy? How?
He sees it all the time.
I see it all the time.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
We're putting like our backs against the wall, and somehow
Like, no chance this is going to happen. And then I'm sitting there like, this might actually fucking happen.
and then 20 minutes later, it's happening.
It fucking
It's happening.
happened.
yeah.
Social security number. Oh, it's 83. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
It's so funny.
And I'm just sitting here like,
Logan's literally a snake.
no, he's just
He
good at
makes you
people.
so
Good at
comfortable.
He's good at people.
I'm not even making comfortable.
Mhm.
I just like I could read them.
Yeah.
I'm like, you want to hear this, don't you?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, I got you. And then I do
It's
it.
true. It's
Mm.
true, man.
And they're like, you know what? Yeah. All right.
Let's do it.
That's what,
All right.
that's what I wanted to hear.
Let's do it.
Mm-hmm. Things are getting better without Carter, I think.
Mm-hmm.
We can do this out car.
Yeah,
It's
we
fine.
should do this
Yeah.
more often.
We're able to.
I genuinely, I don't, and we talked about this the first time making these podcasts. It's just fun to do this.
I know.
It's fun to come hang out and just talk our shit, get some things off our chest, and just
Right.
fucking talk for a little bit.
He should have to send in news articles though that we go over. Like even if he doesn't work here anymore,
Yeah.
he should still have to do that mandatory.
It's in the
This
contract.
is just boys' time. It's all
Right.
it is, you know?
Yeah.
We're just here talking like we didn't, like we weren't to have mics in front of our faces.
Pretty
That's
much.
all it is.
It's pretty much how it
Because
is.
I got to a point where I
I
forget.
forget
We're
that's
just
what we're
talking.
doing.
Now. I'm so used to this. We're just talking.
And I don't think this is a podcast so much as it is a program.
Yeah, it's more like I don't even know, like a talk show or something.
You know what I mean?
We
It-
don't talk
it's-
about anything that matters.
It's a good program.
Nothing. Sometimes you do.
It's
Yeah.
super beneficial to whoever's listening.
Which I kind of
Very.
want to know if people enjoy the dumb shit that we say, or if we should get more into like relatable, like serious.
I wish
shit.
you guys knew who the characters were we were talking about, like the Trays, and
Yeah, it would make more
'cause
sense.
then you could see like the hairless boy,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
the bubble butt on Big Tray,
Big Tray.
but we've got a lot of gay following.
That's also what's
we
so
do.
fun about it, dude. Going back and watching our videos from a year ago, it's so fun.
I like doing it just for our friends too. 'Cause,
this.
like,
It's just fun.
hearing them like pitch in, like, oh man, I
It's just funny.
love when you guys talked about that. It's like I forgot we talked.
I want to
about
go
that.
back
Yeah.
in 10 years and
Yeah,
be
I
able to
mean,
watch
like-
these and be like, okay, this is still funny.
So
Yeah.
good.
It'd be something to show kids for sure.
Yeah, we'll show our kids.
Hey, this is who your dad used to be.
Yeah.
I was talking about
Okay.
one of our friends used to be a real piece of shit. You would never believe it.
Okay.
The one I just said.
Yeah.
Piece of
I
shit.
wouldn't believe
To
it.
what?
To,
Like women?
No, to other people.
Oh, really?
Like one time we were driving, and there's a fat kid on the side of the road, and it was like his sister was driving because we were too young, and he's like, eat less, fat ass, or said something like that, like out of the car.
Which you never expect from this guy.
Ever. And then one time, one of our other friends was telling me about they were leaving the movie, like that new Harry Potter just dropped. And,
Okay.
like, it's fucking packed.
Everybody's there.
Night of, and as they're walking out, he just runs up to like the group who's walking in. He's like, "Dobby dies." Like, that was like this person. You'd never guess that that's like. So it's like, but I love it though.
I would
love that.
guess.
I love it so
I would
much.
guess.
That like the youth was so vicious.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Being young, we were
We all
so
want to
mean.
be
There's
pieces
no
of shit at
consequence.
some
We
point.
were
It's
so mean
fun
when
to
we were
be
young.
shitty sometimes.
Oh, I know. I was mean when I was young.
He was the meanest, I
I
think.
was so verbally. I didn't ruin any movies for anybody.
That's a good one.
I'd
though.
make you hate yourself.
I ruined Sons of Anarchy for you.
Yeah, you did. You piece of shit.
Yeah.
You
You deserve it.
deserve that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You deserve that.
No, I didn't. It's not true. It's not true. Do you know which buttons are our outro?
Yeah, this one.
I'm not ready yet.
Oh, I think we're ready. That's
We
enough for
gotta-
two. That's not the outro.
Definitely not it.
I'm about to confess something to
It's
you.
not it
No,
either.
that one's not it.
Not that one. That was the intro. Wait.
There it is. Okay. Hit that again.